We will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
And just FYI, so all things that happen during everything that happens in the cult stays in the cult. No, it's like Vegas. This has nothing to do with my campaign. So super chats for the cult stay to cult funds, yes, which is beer and pizza right now.
Pizza and beer money. So
just so you know.
Yes.
And Wayne's making.
And yes, we have our gambling for the
and gambling, so you can help in our degeneracy. But just wanted to let you know, in case you were curious, any cult super chats, even though they come through the Pink Flame of Liberty channel, because that's the only one that's qualified to have super chats, it goes towards our expenses.
Oh, David, it's before Apple IIc, man. We're talking 286 era.
Yeah. And Wayne is making homemade chicken noodle soup tonight.
Cool.
With shredded chicken.
Okay.
Because shredded chicken tastes better than chunk chicken, I think.
It depends on how you cook it.
I love shredded. So you want to know what I did during the break when he was out there sawing stuff? Mm-hmm. So I opened the garage door. I go, as much as we like that sound effect in our stream, I really would appreciate it if you didn't saw it right now, because the garage is like right there. All right. Are you ready, Mr. Seebeck? No, this is a Sunday. So this is a gimme. So it's me. Wait. That was the fifth. So yeah.
And back over.
So now I might be able to get ahead of you.
Oh,
That's what she said.
Get ahead of? No, let's get ahead in you. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Hand is back.
Okay. Now maybe I'll catch. Well, we're even, but now maybe I'll beat your ass.
Maybe you will move. Maybe you will move forward.
Maybe I will.
Okay. Or maybe not. This one is deceptive.
Oh, like the LNC.
No, this is.
It's actually not as deceptive.
No, not as corrupt.
Well.
Okay. Subsidiary, privileged, and
Oh God! Shut up!
I told you.
Fuck you.
Not on the air. Anyway,
yeah. No. Okay.
Subsidiary, privileged, and incidental motions are: A. Ranking motions.
I know it's not that.
B. Privileged motions.
No.
C. Secondary motions.
Yes.
Or D. Pending motions.
C.
You are correct.
Yes, I know this from the test. That question was on the test. Well, or at least on the practice questions for the test. I can't remember if it was actually on the test, but it was definitely in the practice questions. We've had this question before. This question will probably come up again this year. The first time I answered this question, I said ranking motions. Don't you remember? I got so upset because there is a rank to them.
Right.
But they're ranked...
I think we called it. I think we might have labeled that one shitty the first time.
And I still, but I now know the answer. But let's look at this.
Yeah.
So because you had the question, you read it. Like, just tell me what
this is way up front in section 5.
Section 5. But I probably would have gotten this wrong again if I didn't study for that test.
The hell is section 5? Section 5. Descriptions of beginning of chapter 3. You
want to hear a stupid mistake the LNC made?
Again?
But no, you're going to laugh.
Still?
You're going to laugh.
Okay.
And it was Richard, because he thinks he's smart.
Oh, boy.
Okay. There was a pending motion to approve the budget.
Okay.
Then they were making motions to amend the budget.
Okay.
Okay, as they do.
Okay.
So there was a motion to amend the budget.
Okay.
So you got your first level of amendment.
Right. With you so far.
Then Joshua Smith made a motion to table, which was the wrong motion. It should have been a motion to postpone, definitely. But forget about that. It doesn't really matter for our point. They made a motion to table, but it was really a motion to postpone, definitely. There's so many errors here, it's hard to count.
Postpone to a different time?
Till later.
Okay, yeah.
Then Stephen Nikela made a motion to amend Joshua's motion.
Okay.
And the chair ruled it out of order, saying it was a third level of amendment.
That is not a third level of amendment.
Right, because it's a separate motion.
Right.
Right. The motion to table or postpone
is not an amendment in the first place.
Right, but they called it a secondary amendment. And they all were acting all smart. No, Mr. Chair. And Richard, gets all up in his feels like... At first, Whitney ruled it in order, and before she could even finish her sentence, he's like, I appeal the ruling of the chair. Just being a dick. Mm-hmm. But then she heard him and goes, oh, you're right. And I'm thinking to myself, and Mr. because I'm a member of NAP, I'm a parliamentarian fake news secretary. Agreed.
No.
But he did,
I'm not a member, and I know that's wrong.
but he did actually have he did one thing really well that I'll give him credit for, that most people would get wrong. So while I'm making fun of him here, I will give him credit. Where Richard had a motion to strike certain paragraphs from a resolution, then he amended his own amendment to strike some of his strikes, which basically has the effect of adding it back in.
Right.
And that confuses a lot of people.
Sure.
And John got that right. Wilford got that right. So I'll give him credit there. But saying it was a third level...
No.
Okay. Now...
The response to that is, what is that amending?
Right. I'm telling you. But let's get into it even further. Even though it really wasn't a motion to table, they accepted it as a motion to table. And if it was a motion to table, then Nikayla's amendment would have been out of order because you can't amend a motion to table. It's not debatable or whatever. Right. But they didn't even get to that. Yeah. Like, there were so many levels of fuck up. But they all think they know what they're doing.
They don't.
But I thought you'd find that amusing.
Okay. Now, this actually references on page 59 an actual short table of what the motions are.
Oh, so what? So it's
section 5.
Section 5, which
Way
is
back.
classification of motions.
Right.
Oh, and it's in the very beginning?
Yeah, right at the top of the page there.
Okay, so...
That part going into the top of the next page, yes.
Well, you read, because it's your thing to read.
Yeah, it says, main motions, A, original, main, B, incidental, 2, subsidiary, 3, privileged, 4, incidental, all listed as secondary motions. 5, motions that bring a question again before the assembly.
Right. So they're all secondary. Within that, there are some of them that have ranks in certain circumstances, but they're not called ranking motions.
Yeah. This is a classification table.
Yeah.
Is what they say at the previous paragraph.
So
not a ranking. Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just can't do it myself.
I know.
All right.
Don't worry.
God, I
got it covered.
I need some kratom.
Do we need to pause right now and get the kratom?
No. We'll probably pause maybe for a little break when we catch up. I don't know. I'm just bitching.
Favor! Let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray. All opposed? You say nay. Opposed! Opposed! The motion carries anyway.